So what we're going to learn today is how to create a postage stamp just like the one that you're seeing here. So first thing you want to do is create a new image, and I'm just going to use the preset 640 by 480 and then hit OK. And now you want to select a light color and fill the background with that light color. I'm going to use gray for this example. Okay, zoom in. And then I'm just going to create a new layer, and on that new layer, using the custom shape tool, you want to find your postage stamp template, and just having this option here selected, switch the foreground color to white, and then draw in the postage stamp template. Now with that selected, hold control, click on that to make that selection, click a new layer, and then fill that selection with white, and then go to select, deselect, and fill the center selection with white again. Now what we want to do is, using our rectangular marquee tool, just draw out a rectangle just like so, and position it to something that you're comfortable with. So I'm just going to select about there. Then using your paint bucket tool, select a light color to fill the selection with. Now what you want to do is create another new layer, and then this is where you put your image in. Now I'm just going to use the custom shape tool again, and I'm going to use this Queen's crown just here, and then with the same option selected, press D to reset your colors, change the foreground color to white, and then just draw in a crown. Okay, so that's gonna have to do. Now to make that look a bit better, if you right click on here and then select blending options, I'll just position this so we can see blending options. Now I'm going to give it an inner shadow and tick bevel and emboss, and change the emboss style to outer bevel. Now you can leave it like that if you're happy with that, or you can change these shading glass contours to something that looks a bit fancier. So I'm just going to pick this option here and hit OK. Now what we want to do next is just add some text. So I'm just going to click here and just type in 50 cents. Now you need to make sure that your color is black. Give that a tick, and then just using the move tool, just position it to where you want it. Now what we can do is move that up a bit, and then we want to create another text option and just type postage paid, and then change that to a bit smaller, probably size 18. Give that a tick, and then click this button here and then change the style to arc and hit OK. And then with that text layer selected, go into edit and free transform, and then just from the outside just drag it around just to get your curved effect there, and then you can resize if it doesn't quite fit, and then give that a tick. Now what we want to do is, using the elliptical marquee tool, first create a new layer, and then using the elliptical marquee tool, just draw a circle. Probably easy to do it if you hold Alt and Shift, so it draws a perfect circle. And then just go into edit, stroke, and 1 pixel color. Want to select black, hit OK, stroke that, and then again draw another circle, probably holding Alt and Shift, then just position that like so, and then go edit, stroke, 5 pixels, hit OK. Now obviously we don't want the rest of that shown, so I'm just going to go select, deselect, and using the eraser tool, I'm just going to erase those bits that we don't want there. So I'm just going to zoom in and just erase those. Just like that. Now for final touches, just selecting our first layer, which is the edging, you can just go into the blending options, just give it a drop shadow, default settings, which are there, and then hit OK. So it's giving it a nice little drop shadow. And then just with the colored layer selector, you can just use the dodge tool and the burn tool just to sort of give it a natural type looking effect, just like so. So it's like a watery, sort of damaged sort of effect. So that's basically it. I hope this has been a help to you, and thanks for watching. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to create some realistic chalkboard looking text just like that you're seeing here. So before we get started, we need to download and install a kindergarten font. Now you can find that in our download section by clicking on the downloads tab, and then scrolling down and you'll see that there's a font back one here. Now you can click on the link or on the picture, and then that will get you to download a zip file. Save that and extract it, and then extract it to your location depending what program you have, and then open a picture of a chalkboard. And I just did a Google search for chalkboard and found this one. And then we're just going to use our text tool with the foreground color white and our kindergarten font selected. And just going to type in some text quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to position that there. Now what we want to do is want to right click on that layer and select rasterize type, and then just duplicate that layer and hide the below layer. Now all we need to do is go into filter, noise, add noise. Now the settings we want to use here, I like to use 60% uniform and monochromatic, and then I'm just going to hit OK. And then to make it a bit more realistic, we're just going to go to filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur, and just blur with a radius of about 0.2 or 0.3 or 0.5. So let's say 0.5. Then just to make it a bit more realistic, you can go into edit, transform, and warp, and now you just move these points a little just so that it's not exactly on a straight line type thing. So just like that, move these around, and then that will give it like a sort of more naturally written type text. So I'm just going to give that a tick. Now if we zoom out, you can see that it'll look like it's actually been handwritten. So that's basically it. I hope this has been a help to you, and thanks for watching. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to create this quick and easy drain hole abstract effect here. So first thing we want to do is create a new image. So I'm just going to create one 400 by 400 and then hit OK. And just want to fill the background with black using the paint bucket tool. And then we want to go into filter, render, lens flare, and we just wanted to make sure we're using the movie prime, and we want to select 100% and just position it so that the two lines are just like that, and then hit OK. Then what we want to do is go into filter, distort, and ripple, and probably want to ripple it at about 150%. So I'm just going to hit OK for that. Then what we want to do is go into filter, sketch, chrome, And then the settings we want to use here, you can play around with it. I'm going to use detail 8 and smoothness 2, and then just hit OK. Then what we want to do is we want to distort it with a 12. Now you can use it at 50 degrees or 100 degrees. It's really up to you, so I'm just going to select 100. Then what we can do is go into image adjustments, hue and saturation, tick colorize, turn the saturation right up, and then you can just pick a color that you want to use and then hit OK. So that's basically it. Pretty straightforward. I hope this has been a help to you. Thanks for watching.